How Mauritius became richer than South Africa, an article by Daily Investor, October 2022. In this article, we're going to explore how Mauritius' gross domestic product, that is GDP per capita, is much higher than South Africa, which shows the value of taxes, business-friendly policies, and low tax. If you like finance, personal finance, and microeconomic related article like this one, please like, follow, and share, and please stay to the end. To those who do not really know what GDP per capita is, it is basically an economic metric that is used to measure a country's economic output per individual. Now let's go ahead and look at what the article says. Mauritius is an island country that is sitting on the southeast coast of Africa with a population of only 1.3 million and fewer natural resources. Despite its location and size, the country's economy has shown tremendous growth over the last few decades, making it an upper middle income economy. It raises the question of why Mauritius excelled while South Africa has been moving in the opposite direction over the last decade. According to this article, this is due to a business-friendly policies, stable political environment, and low taxes make it attractive for businesses to set up shop on the island. Now, I want you to pay attention to those three important factors: business-friendly policies, stable political environment, low taxes. That makes it attractive for businesses. The business-friendly environment results from Mauritius' government drive to grow the services sector of the economy. Mauritius implemented a prudent development plan backed by political stability, solid institutional frameworks, and low levels of corruption. Underlined factor number 3, comparing that to South Africa. Now let's get to the real juice of this article. How did the government of Mauritius actually make it to become one of the best countries in the southern tip of Africa? Government slashed taxes to a maximum of 15% for individuals and companies. In some instances, taxes are as low as 3% are possible. In Mauritius, my people, there are no capital gains tax according to this article, no dividend tax, no donation duties tax, and no exchange control in Mauritius. The development plans worked exceptionally well. Mauritius' economic growth rate far outpaced its peers in Southern Africa. South Africa, in comparison, created a hostile business environment with high taxes, onerous requirements like BE and affirmative action, and failing infrastructure. Don't get me wrong, even though it mentions BE, there's nothing wrong with BE, but the way it's being implemented here, it's totally wrong, and it stifles development. And secondly, it only benefits the few. It does not really benefit the people that intend. Many large South African businesses have headquarters in Mauritius because of more business-friendly environment. Money has been flooding out of South Africa's business, and individuals look to safeguard their wealth against government. So you might be sitting here, how does government affect wealth of businesses and individuals? They do that through exorbitant income and corporate tax and other taxes that makes it difficult to do business inside and outside of South Africa. Apparently, international investors are also dumping the country. The JSE's latest data showed 103 billion net sale of shares from foreign traders in 2023. A whopping 103 billion rand has been wiped off our GDP or our economy because of the aforementioned issues when we're comparing to Mauritius. The difference between the South African and Mauritius economies are clearly illustrated by GDP per capita over the last 3 decades. That is between 1996 to 2011. South Africa and Mauritius GDP per capita is in US dollar essentially tracked each other. I'll show you the chart just now. GDP per capita in South Africa versus Mauritius. Mauritius is the colorblind, I think it's orange, and then South Africa is the blue one. As you can see, from 1996 to up until 1998, 1999, the GDP per capita for Mauritius and South Africa was in equilibrium, and then it dipped between 2000 and 2003 to 2004 for South Africa, while actually for Mauritius was actually on a upward trajectory. See, it was actually going up. South Africa, it went up, and then it hit another equilibrium point around 2010, and then from 2011 things started to go south for South Africa, and then it dipped 2010 to date, while the Mauritius one has been expanding. Now I want you to pay attention what really happened in 2000. What really happened in 2010, 2011. Remember 2008 to 2009 economic meltdown, and then from there our economy has been on negative economic growth till to date. That's number one. And number two, the last time our debt to GDP as a country was at around 35% was between the year 2006 to around 2010. So from there, our ability to make more money without actually relying on borrowing as a country, it started going up. As a result, today we are sitting at 73% debt to GDP, 5 trillion debt, and 400 billion worth of debt service cost on annual basis. Secondly, comparing South Africa to Mauritius, capital or corporate tax in South Africa is about 28-29% income tax, while its income tax is between 40 and 45%. So that's the difference between those two countries. And South African politically is very much unstable. There's exorbitant fees that you pay in terms of your import duties and all that, dividends tax and all that, capital gains tax. Remember, I said in the article there's no capital gains tax in Mauritius.